everybody out there in YouTube land. How are we all doing this evening? You know, I say that this evening, but actually I'm going to tape this evening, and I'm actually not going to upload it till early in the morning. I'm going to title this video Dreams and Opportunities. Two very different things. Both of them essential for success, no matter what you do. I could probably do a whole series on this subject, and I'll try to condense it and keep it as short and sweet as I possibly can. I'm going to start out on a little common story. It's about two farmers, and they're both desperate for rain. If they don't have rain soon, their crops are going to fail. Probably lose their farm. But they're both praying to God. Oh God, please bring the rain. God, bring the rain. They're both praying. One farmer prays and waits for the rain. Another farmer has the faith that God is going to provide the rain, and he goes out and works every day to prepare his fields. Which one of them is demonstrating their faith in God and believe that they're going to receive the rain? Which one's prayers do you think God is going to answer? The man that prepares his fields, or the man that just waits for the rain? All I see is a tail wagging back there. Bangers. Stop. What are you doing? Can you see her? She's up to mischief. Hey. Get everywhere and keep an eye on you. You never know that girl. Man, she'll open up a pack of donuts or something, won't you? The bangers. I love this dog. Best buddy ever. Let's back to our two farmers. So I'm going to expand on that a little bit. Which one are you? Are you the one that prepares his fields? Are you the one that just waits for it to happen because somebody, I don't know. Which one are you? Important question you ask yourself. Which brings us to the topic of this video. Dreams and opportunity. Dreams are what drives you. It's a dream that drives you to greatness. Everybody has to form their own dream. You can't chase somebody else's dream. It has to be your dream. That's the most important thing about dreams. You're never going to be successful chasing somebody else's dream. It's got to be yours. Opportunity looks a whole lot like work. Let me explain what I mean by that. Everybody says, man, I would just like the opportunity to be able to do that or do this. There are people that give that lip service, but they're not preparing their fields. Get what I'm saying? Opportunity looks a lot like work. If you get up every day, no matter what your work is, and I've talked about this before, you strive to be the very best at that. Be better than anybody. Be the very best at it. Be it a company driver, owner, operator, fleet owner, whatever it is that you're at. Be the best. Now, y'all saw the video yesterday where I was trying to get a load delivered. I got snowed out. And I stopped. Now, I very well could have used that as an excuse to go ahead and just call it a day and park it and watch movies and goof off and do whatever and just go at it the next day. Or I could take the first opportunity I had and run again. So I was watching my clock, strategizing how that I could get this freight into that door. That's my job. That's my work. That's my opportunity. So as soon as it quit snowing, I waited about an hour or so, give the snow plows an opportunity to do their thing. They did their thing, which gave me the opportunity to do my thing. I jumped back here on the road, pushed through, found my door at about 10 o'clock last night. Now, my appointment wasn't until 5 a.m. in the morning, but I actually knew this receiver, and I knew that which door that they'd want to unload me in. So I got in there at 10 o'clock at night, backed into the door, and went to bed, knowing that when they came in at 5 o'clock in the morning, they'd find me in the door and they'd come up and knock on my door, wake me up, and they'd unload me. I prepared my field. Following me? When I was talking to one of the dispatchers the day before, getting this load back up here, while we were talking about it, is one of the things that I have to do as a trainer is I actually put in for home time. When you put in for home time at Magnum, you put it into the system 10 days prior to you want to be home, and it becomes the most important, prioritized thing whenever they pull up your load information, or I'm not exactly sure how it is, but it's basically flagged whenever they pull up the operation on their computer screen with my truck. It says I'm trying to get to this destination on that day. I give them 10 days to make that happen. You gotta allow other people to do their work. So Jordan calls me and she goes, Walt, I got a problem if you can help me with it. And it was recovering a truck, and that's how we put Patrick into a solo truck. It's supposed to have been his graduation day anyway, but I was going to be delayed getting back. So anyway, I worked it out to where it was to the benefit of the company. Not worrying about myself, worrying about the company. Remember, I've talked about being of value. I listened to another YouTuber that was talking about the trucking industry, and he's been out here for years, right? He calls it the game. He's been in the game for years, and it's all talking about it's all lies. You know, the DM isn't your friend, and the only thing that you have to worry about is your paycheck. Don't worry about anything else. I think he's dead wrong. And to tell you the truth, the more I listened to that, I thought, what a loser. No wonder you're not getting anywhere in life. No wonder you're having to jump from job to job looking for something because you're not preparing the fields with the opportunity that you got. So anyway, I solved the company's problem. She got me loaded back up here to Minneapolis. I'm actually north of Minneapolis, about 100 miles, where I can grab another load that's going to take me home. See, when I put my date in that I'm trying to get back to Fargo to put a trainee into a solo truck, if I put another home request right in behind that, they're stacked in the system. So they really don't see that until the first one is fulfilled. And then the next one comes to fruition. Now I kind of know how the system works. So, I just told the DM, I said, hey, when she's asking me, Walt, where you want to go? What do you want to do? You solved a problem for me. What can I do for you? I said, well, I'd really like to get home for a couple days. Didn't tell her how long. Didn't give her a timeline. I got to be home by this date. No. I just said, however you can work it out and get me home for a couple days, that'll work for me. She goes, Walt, I'll see what I can do. And it wasn't 10, 15 minutes later, she's giving me a holler back saying, hey, I got another dispatcher that's booking you a load right now. It's going to take you to Dallas. Get that load to Dallas for us, and you can deadhead on back to the house back in Oklahoma. Opportunity looks a lot like work, folks. And this load here is not scheduled to be picked up until 9 o'clock tomorrow. So I delivered at 5 a.m. This load is laying me over for a day. So the DM put a day's worth of layover pay on it for me, which gave me the opportunity to do things I need to do. Man, my refrigerator was bare. I needed to do some shopping. I need to do all that kind of stuff. So I had the day to do all that. I still got up here, even though this load didn't due to pick up till 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. I was here at the shipper at 2 p.m. this afternoon. And I snuck in the yard. Yes, I did. I snuck in the yard, parked it in a hole, went to the shipping and receiving office, and negotiated to see if they could load me early. If I could get loaded early and get out of here today, I'd be ahead of the game. But he said, man, he goes, I'd like to, but he goes, I'm waiting for product to come off the line. He goes, and that product's not going to come off the line till this evening or during the night. And I said, man, you're wanting this load in Dallas in 2 days. I said, it's a pretty good run here from here to Dallas. As long as everything's perfect, it's good. But man, I'd like to have a little breathing room in it. Is there any way you can help me out? The guy sat there and he rubbed his face for me, and he goes, I tell you what, why don't you go ahead and back your trailer into door 12. Go ahead and back it in. Open the doors, back it in to door 12, ready to be loaded. Just leave the reefer turned off. And when my guys come in at 4 o'clock in the morning, the product ought to be available. They'll go ahead and load your trailer. And if you'll swing by the office here about 7 a.m., I'll have that trailer loaded and your paperwork ready and get out of here. He goes, can't get you out of here tonight, but I can get you out of here as early as I can in the morning. That's still 2 hours before my appointment time. 2 hours gained. See, opportunity looks a lot like work. But let's really get on path with what I wanted to talk about. When you go to work for a company, The reason why they hire you is to make them money. If you're even confused about that concept, you're probably not going to get very far. The only reason why they give you a job is because you're going to make them money. And I'll clue you into something else. When I was an employer, if I hired you, say for instance, if I hired you and I'm going to pay you $20 an hour, the only reason why I would hire you and pay you $20 an hour if you could make me $60. That may come as a shock to you. You say, well, I want more of the pie than that. Well, bake your own pie then. Take your chances. Get out there and play the game. Put a little flesh into it. Apply some risk. Takes his chances. But if you want somebody to pay you to do work for them, if they're paying you $20 an hour, you got to produce 60. That's kind of the formula it has. Same thing. They're going to pay you $10 an hour. You got to produce $30 an hour worth of work. Otherwise, no reason in hiring you. So same thing when you come to work out here for a trucking company. Your goal ought to try to make them as much money as you possibly can, and do that to prove your value, so that they'll pay you accordingly. A lot of that has to do with being with the right company too. That there are some user people out there, man. They will use you and spit you out and don't give a crap about you. So you got to do your research. You know, people throw that word out there, do your research. Nobody really tells you how to do that. You need to learn the things about how to look for the right company. Maybe I'll do a video on that. But let's get back to dreams and opportunity. Every one of the trainees that gets on my truck for 30 days, sure, I'm teaching them how to drive a truck. But one of the other things that we spend a lot of time on, talking on, going down the road, is how to set up your career. Now, before I can answer those questions, I need to really find out what it is that you want. What's your dream? What's your dream? Because I got to know the dream first so we can tailor the steps to make that come true. And today we got an opportunity. Opportunity is you're given a job. You got an opportunity to make some money here. You got to make this company some money, and they're going to enrich your pockets at the same time. It's give and take in this world, folks. If you're just one that's always walking around going, gimme, 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 and take, you're probably not going to be very successful. You know, there are people that come to you with their hands like this, gimme, and there are people that come to you with their hands like this, givers. Which one are you? If you'll give to the company, give, then you got the right to take once in a while. Don't think that you're going to be able to take if you're not willing to give. It's just the way the world works, folks. Keep getting sidetracked. Opportunity looks a lot like work. If you become the most valued driver in a company, you stay out, you work hard, you make the company lots of money. Tune, they're going to give you raise after raise after raise because they're going to want to keep you. They're going to put you in the nicest equipment. They're going to make sure you're comfortable. They're going to try to make you happy as much as they can because you're making them money. You know how hard it is to find a driver that actually fulfills all a company's dreams? We're rare. Because most drivers are all like this. It's all about me. No, you got to do this for me. I hear guys all the time saying, Well, I don't do this for less than this, and I ain't going there, and I ain't doing this, and I ain't doing that. Well, you ain't going to be very successful either. Become the best, no matter what you do. You know, it's a funny thing about opportunity. When you are a very dedicated professional, when you do all the things that the company is wanting to do, you make the company money. You make it easy on the company. You're not a logistical problem. You're not a personal problem. You're like a machine, man. You're making the money. It's amazing the opportunity that will shower upon you when you do that. And not only with the company that you're at, but other companies want to lure you away and make you outlandish offers to go to work for. Opportunity looks a lot like work. The best opportunities come when you're working your ass off. That's when the opportunities come. If you're sitting at home, sitting on your couch, you ain't gonna see no opportunities. If you're just cruising along, just being mediocre, you ain't gonna see any opportunities. It's just a fact. Be the man or the woman, but be the one that makes the results. Be the one that makes money. The opportunities to shower on you. You know, all of us guys out here on YouTube, we're just truckers, man. We're all just a bunch of truckers. But really, listen to these guys on YouTube. Figure out who they are, what they are, and what they represent. And kind of look at them. How many different jobs have they had in the last year? All right. Do they bounce around? Or are they always in search of greener pastures? If they're always in search of greener pastures, guess what? Apparently the pasture that they're in is not very fulfilling. Those are the guys that are also going, come work to AAA trucking or whatever it is. You know, they're after that recruiting bonus. But 3 months from now, they ain't going to be there either. If somebody's going to promote a company and believe that it's the best, then they should always be there. I'm going to tell you right now, if I find a better seat than the one I'm in, I'd be there. I don't know that there is a better seat as a company driver than where I'm at right now. I don't see it. I don't hear it. A lot of people have tried to lure me away from Magnum. Several companies have. We've got close to it a couple of times. But when it gets right down to the nut cracking, they ain't willing to put it in writing. You're going to have to put it in writing. You can't feed me pie in the sky because I know what I got right here. And if you can't guarantee me better than what I got right here, then our conversation is over. I got a sweet deal at Magnum. And what's funny is the sweet deal I got at Magnum isn't anything special either. It's the same deal they give every single driver that walks in the door. Every single one of them. I get the same deal I got. Opportunity looks a lot like work. Dreams. Let's get to dreams. The dream that you have is what gives you the passion and the strength to overcome all the obstacles every day in your work. To fulfill, so the opportunities come. It's dreams. You live on dreams. If you're just working for a paycheck, that's a pretty sad existence. It's the dream. That's what makes you do something special. That's what you do to be above all the rest. It's that dream that drives you. What is that dream? Everybody's got a different dream. Is your dream to be an owner-operator? That's one dream. Is your dream to be a fleet operator? I don't know. Maybe you want to run a logistics company. Book freight. There's a lot of different dreams out here, folks. Maybe your dream is to be semi-retired or fully retired. You know, if you want to be fully retired, live well, I suggest you have your land paid for, your house paid for, and be totally debt-free. I've been debt-free for a long time. I haven't borrowed any money for such a long time that I was a ghost on the credit report. A ghost. Didn't have any bad credit. Didn't have any credit. Pull up my name as ghost. I hadn't borrowed money in 20 years because I don't believe in living in a credit society. Got assets, I got land, I got property, I got royalties, I got money, but I ain't got no credit. Well, didn't have any credit. I actually went out and started establishing my credit toward the end of last year. And went right to a 700 credit score right off the bat. All I did was open up some credit card accounts, this, that, and the other, and list some assets. You know, I created a credit file for myself. I'm going to have that puppy up to 800 before the end of this year. Have a strategy, figure out how to do it, make it work. What's your dream? You got to have a dream. You know, one of the things that I used to do in corporate counseling is I would always ask people what their dreams were. What was it that they wanted more than anything? And then I would have them go through magazines. I want you to find, you know, if you want, for instance, if you want a house or something, find the house. Find the house that you want. Get a picture of it. Pick out the drapes. Pick the carpet. Paint it. Colors. Everything that you want. Get a picture of it. You want to go on vacations. Where do you want to go? Get pictures of it. You want to have a happy family. Get pictures of it. Get all these pictures together and make a collage. And then put it all on the wall so that when you wake up in the morning, when you put your foot on the floor and you're sitting there in bed, the first thing you see is your dreams. Because that's the passion that's going to drive you to the work every day of the opportunities. You got to have the dream. Everybody has a dream. Same thing, if you want to own your own truck, choose it, spec it, figure out the paint scheme on it, everything about that truck. Be able to see that truck in your own mind. If you can, get a picture of it. Put it in front of you every day. That's what you're working for. Remind yourself, build your dreams, because without dreams, you're never going to fulfill your passion. And when you fulfill your passion, that's when you're successful. Dreams and opportunity. Opportunity looks a lot like work. Dreams are what drive you through the work to do that. I'm going to tell you right now, when guys say that they've been in this industry for 6, 7, 8, 10, 15 years, and they're no better off than they are when they started, They didn't have a dream. They didn't have any drive to fulfill that dream. They're the same place they were back then. They didn't have a goal. I believe in making goals. Set goals all the time. I'm going to tell you right now that if you're, see, here's the way opportunity looks a lot like work turned into a dream. The funny thing is, though, about being a grown-up, you can change your dreams anytime you want to. I tell new drivers when they're coming out here, I said, you know, right now, because most guys, when they come into driving a truck, they're in one of those crossroads of life. You know, this is the second chance opportunity. This is a restart. This is a get back on your feet. This is a get out of jail free card. That's what trucking is. Trucking is a step. Commit yourself to the step. When you come into this industry, you may have a cost of living that you have to make to maintain your lifestyle. Here's where people make a big mistake. Is they'll come in here and they're used to making $700-800 a week. So at $700-800 a week, they can maintain their lifestyle. You know, put groceries on the table, feed their family, keep a roof over their head, those kinds of things. And then when they're making $1,000 a week, now they feel like they got $200 a week disposable income. So they increase their lifestyle. They buy a new car, get a nicer house, whatever that may be. They keep increasing their lifestyle every time that they have a pay increase. That's not the way to get ahead, folks. Whatever your lifestyle cost when you come into this industry, you need to maintain it at that level for 2 years. And you need to be able to make that lifestyle on entry pay. Now, you go to $1,000 a week, $1,500 a week, $1,700 a week. If you could maintain your lifestyle for $500 a week and you're making $1,700 a week, that means that you could actually have a $1,200 a week disposable income at the end of 2 years. So graduates with it. There's actually no reason why you can't come in this industry and at the end of 2 years have $45,000 to $60,000 in the bank. That's life-changing. I don't care who you are. If you're starting over, you're starting a second chance, whatever your dream may be, 45, 60 grand, that's a good start right there. And you can do that here in this industry. Maintain your lifestyle on the level it is and bank every dime that you can. Opportunity is a lot like work. Dream is what drives you there. Those are the things that's going to make it happen. At the end of 2 years, you know, you may have a dream to continue in trucking. I don't know what it must be, but let's say it is in trucking. If you had 60 grand, you can go out and buy a decent truck for 60 grand. Two different philosophies there. Do you pay $60 cash for a truck, or do you go buy a new truck that's got full warranty on it, pay $60,000 down on it, so you have a nice, reasonable payment, and you don't have to worry about the maintenance on it so much? You know, there's a lot of different ifs, ands, or buts about it. But you know what? If you don't do the steps today, if you don't live the dream, and 2 years from now you don't have that 45 to 60 grand, you're going to be right where you are today. Follow your dreams, man. Follow your dreams. Life, man, it's all about fulfilling dreams. Well, I probably rattled hold on. Wait, look, 35 minutes I've talked about this. I'm gonna visit this subject some more. I'm gonna leave it right there. Opportunity looks a lot like work. Dreams will give you the fuel, the passion, the drive to complete the work in the utmost fashion so that opportunities come. Anyway, y'all have a great night. God bless each and every one of you. Remember, you too can change the world. All you gotta do is be nice to each other. Bye-bye.